And that was how everything started. I was lying on the floor with him when he was teaching me. That was how I noticed that there was somebody was touching me. So I looked at him, then he said, oh, he was sorry that it was a mistake. Okay. I wasn't picturing anything. If he went back to what he was doing. As he was teaching me again, he was using his hand to rub my body. Then I said, why are you touching me? Then he said he's attracted to me, that he likes me. And before I knew it, he kissed me and he started touching my pride. He said what he did, I shouldn't tell my parents. Hi guys, my name is Ruth and I'm from Ogun State. I'm a young girl that has faced a lot of challenges, and I need people's opinion. I need people's advice. I need help. That's why I'm doing this video. So when I was age 19, that was 2019, I was at home trying to get admission into an institution. So my parents are a busy person. My mommy is a teacher, while my dad is an accountant. So there is not enough time for me. They don't used to have my time. It's just only me. I'm the first child of my parent. So our house is 2 flats. So normally we used to rent out the second flat for people in need of ours. So there is this particular corper that year, 2019, that we rented our apartment to. I was not around the day he came to inspect the house and make his payment. I came back for where I was doing my tutorial. Then my younger brother told me that we have a new neighbor. I was not surprised because it's a normal thing. Then the next morning, when my parents had left, I was the only one at home. I was doing the house chores. Then I stepped out. I saw him in the compound. I greeted him and I left. And he left for his CDS. So that was how I noticed that when he comes around, he used to greet me, "Hi Ruth, how are you?" The corper's name is Mr. Isaac. He knows very well that my parents are not always around. So there is this fateful day. It was during the weekend. My parents went for one occasion, my dad and my mom, and they took my brother. We are just 2. So I was at home. Funny how they don't allow me to go out because my dad have this saying that when I go out, it distracts my attention from my learning, that I should do all play and everything inside. I should focus on my study. I should play small, then study hard. So I have no friends. I hardly go to visit my friends. It is just only me at home. So this particular Saturday, I had a knock on our door. I wasn't expecting anybody, and I'm very sure that my parents won't be back by that time. I didn't want to respond to the knock, and again I had the knock the second time. I stood up, then I was like, who is it? I was so surprised to see Mr. Isaac. Oh, Mr. Isaac, good morning. Good morning, Ruth, how are you? I told him that my parents are not at home. Hope there is no problem. He said no, that there is no problem. That he's bored inside his place. Then he came to just chill out in our place. He thought my brother was around. My younger brother was around. Then I allowed him in. I went back to my book and I started studying again. When he saw my series, the question I was asking, then it was like, oh, are you preparing for exam? I said yes, I'm preparing to write my JAMB. I said, wow, okay, if you have any subject or any particular question you won't be able to answer, feel free to come to me. That is a science major. Then I was happy that most of the difficult question I won't be able to answer. There's no need of me taking to school. It can probably help me out. He went back to his place. So, and I noticed that the following week he didn't go to his PPA. Before I left for where I was doing tutorial, where I was doing my lesson. So I went to him that there is this particular topic that I want him to help me with. Gladly, he said I should enter his place. And that was how everything started. I was lying on the floor with him when he was teaching me. That was how I noticed that there was somebody was touching me. So I looked at him, then he said, oh, he was sorry that it was a mistake. Okay. I wasn't picturing anything. If he went back to what he was doing. As he was teaching me again, he was using his hand to rub my body. Then I said, why are you touching me? Then he said he's attracted to me, that he likes me. And before I knew it, he kissed me and he started touching my pride. He said what he did, I shouldn't tell my parents, that it is something normal, that he's going to be my boyfriend. I should not worry that he's going to marry me. That once he's done with his service, he will come and meet my parents. I stood up that day and I went for lesson. So we exchanged contact before I left. When I came back, he called and he was like, are you back? I said yes. They asked me to come over to his place. I went with my lesson book as usual. So when I got to his place, he offered me a drink, a soft drink. I took it just to cool down. He didn't bother to ask me what my teacher taught me. He said I should come and sit on his lap. Then I told him that I have one assignment. He said I should not worry, that after he's going to teach me. I sat on his lap. He started kissing me. Then before I knew, he pulled off my clothes and he had sex with me. He said I should promise him that I won't tell my parents, that I should remember our agreement. Okay. I said okay, that I won't tell them. And that was how everything started. I kept having sex with him, and after our sex, he used to give me a pill to use every time. He didn't tell me the name or the usefulness of it. So there was this particular day, after the sex, I refused to take the pills, and I asked him what is it working for. He refused to answer me. That was how I left angrily, and I didn't talk to him. The following week, I started running temperature, feeling feverish. When my parents came back from work, they found me sick and they took me to the hospital. They ran some tests on me and they found out that I was pregnant. From the hospital, my parents started shouting till we get home, who is responsible for this? Before I could talk, I started crying. During this process that I was sick, that I didn't see Mr. Isaac for a week, none of us, even me and my parents, knew that he had traveled. He left our place, and that was the last time we heard from him. So when they ran the test, I told them that it was Isaac that was responsible for the pregnancy. My parents rushed down to his apartment, and unfortunately, he was not there. They called his number, it was switched off. I was still inside crying because I didn't know what happened. My parents told me that where is he? I said I didn't know that. It's been a week that I've set my eyes on him. My parents were hungry. For a whole week, they didn't talk to me. My parents took me to the hospital because of the shame to abort the pregnancy. We aborted it because my exam was fast approaching, and my dad already said I will go to school. He said nothing will hinder me from furthering my education. They took me to hospital and they aborted the pregnancy. There was complications during the abortion. I lost a lot of blood, and during the process, the doctor that aborted my baby mistakenly, they refused to tell me what happened because I passed out. So when I woke up, I was discharged. I went home. I find my parents acting somehow. After that time, I went to write my JAMB. I came back home and I was told that during the operation something happened. They didn't open up. I just said, since I'm alive, it's okay. Fast forward 2021, I gained admission. I entered the school and I started my life on the campus. So I met a friend that introduced me to all sorts of things. My friend used to take me out. We'll go out clubbing, party today, party tomorrow. We were living a bad lifestyle. So there was this guy I was dating back in school. So his name is Yemi. I dated Yemi and we have sex a couple of times. So there was a particular day I got pregnant. We had sex and I got pregnant. Abortion was not new to me because I know I've aborted a baby before. So when I discovered I was pregnant by myself, I went to hospital to go and abort the baby. So the doctor told me that I shouldn't abort this baby. Then I told him I'm a student, that I cannot be pregnant now. So he told me that he wanted me again not to abort this, that if I abort this baby, I might not be able to get pregnant again. I left with annoyance. I told my friend said, why am I worried about going to hospital? That he had a pill, that there is this pill that can take that it's about the baby. I listened to my friend. I take those pills, and before I know it, I fainted and I was rushed to the hospital. After a lot of tests and everything, I was told that I won't be able to conceive again, that the pills I used were too much and too strong, that my womb is already weakened, and that is all, that I won't be able to carry a child again. At that spot, I started crying. I didn't know what to do. The doctor even asked me if I've had an abortion before. So I am here now with my life. Nobody wants to marry someone that cannot give birth. I could not even open up to my parents that this is what is wrong with me. So I need you people's advice. Should I tell them or should I just continue with my life?